You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone. Together we'll achieve your goals. We're building wealth, you're not alone. So don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone. Together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone. Together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight. You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone. Together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I'm so excited to be here once again on this amazing Tuesday. But you know what? What's really amazing this Tuesday is the mere fact that this is actually the end of third quarter. I said third. Am I in the end of the year already? This is the end of first quarter. First quarter, guys, ends in literally 2 weeks. So this is the time for you guys to put the pedal to the metal and get busy so you guys can start really achieving your goals. So if you are a newbie and you have not tuned into the Money Zone on RIP Radio Network, guys, go ahead on and follow me on all things social media, Folasade the accountant. Head on over to my mailing list and subscribe there at bit.ly/Folasade TV. And then also share this video. If you're watching us on RIP Radio Network, share it with a friend, share it on Facebook. If you're watching us live on Facebook or on our sites or iTunes and all the other places we are, don't forget to tell a friend about us. So guys, we have an amazing topic in hand today. Why bookkeeping is imperative for entrepreneurship. Guys, I try to do my series, Why Entrepreneurs Need Accounting, the first week of March, but we were unsuccessful due to technology issues. But we're going to talk about it a little bit to prepare you for the what I'm saying that for me to bring back the web series and have a much more successful trial or run at that time. So first off, why do entrepreneurs need bookkeeping? So first and foremost, if you don't understand this, and I'm going to try to put it in layman's terms as simple as I possibly can, bookkeeping is the only way that your success or your failure or your income and your expenses, your business growth is communicated. So I'm going to say that one more time. Like, bookkeeping, okay, is the only way you can communicate and tell outside users, hey, my business is actually successful. My business is actually doing extremely well. My business has made 50 grand. My business made 100 grand. Guys, if you don't do bookkeeping, how are you going to tell your story of your business growth? Let's think about that for a second. Let's just take 1 minute and think about that for a minute. How are you going to show the banks? How are you going to show your wife? How are you going to show your husband? How are you going to show the neighbor down the street that want to probably invest into your business? How are you going to tell your future lenders? The only way you can communicate your business success is through your bookkeeping. Your bookkeeping tells your story. Whether your business is failing or whether your business is overspending, whether your business is underspending, whether your business is not utilizing its resources, like, your bookkeeping really tells it all. So why isn't it imperative? Why isn't more entrepreneurs doing bookkeeping? It's because they think that entrepreneurship is this overnight, fly by night, oh, I'm gonna hop online and I'm just gonna be successful. Like, I don't care. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. It's actually frustrating to me that people are telling you guys that building a successful business, even to 6 figures, it's easy. It's not really easy. And they always say that you guys are making it much more complicated and difficult than what it really is. When in all actuality, like, let's really be honest, and then we're going to come right back to the reality of entrepreneurship. Let's really be honest. Most of the people that have said that have actually been in business years and years before. You probably haven't heard of them 10 years ago, but they were already planting their success trees years ago. So yes, they're going to say it's easier than what it looks. Yes, they're going to say all of that because guess what? They've already been established. They've went through the trenches. And I'm going to be honest with you. The further and further sometimes you get away from the trenches, meaning the dark side, the struggle of entrepreneurship, you tend to forget or downplay the struggles and have to kind of take a step back and say, oh, I remember I couldn't sleep for 4 days. What am I talking about? This stuff is easy, right? But to go back to this, without the hustle and without the bookkeeping, your entrepreneurship journey is completely like a blank tape. Remember, guys, the VCRs? And if your VCR tape was screwed up, you put it on there and it just move around a machine, click, click, click. I remember that. Like, I don't know about you guys. If you're a millennial, I'm a millennial. If you're a younger millennial than me, I'm like on the upper tier of the millennials. If you're a younger millennial than me, you may not understand the VCR thing. I don't know. But your business is just like that. If you don't have the hustle, if you don't have the bookkeeping, it's like that VCR that spins and have a blank tape. Every year it goes around with no tracking, no tape, no recordings, no records, no success journey, no nothing, no data, nothing on that VHS tape. Let me be on that VHS tape for you to watch on that movie. And every time you guys go every year or every month without your financial statements, that's exactly what you're doing. You are playing or building, well, you're actually creating a blank VHS tape of your business. When we go back and ask you what happened in your business 4 years ago, you're not going to be able to show us or tell us. What financial mistakes did you go through? You're not going to know. You're just going to know I went through hell. But you're not going to be able to be specific because you don't have the data. So that's one thing. Your bookkeeping tells you your story, okay? Another thing, without your bookkeeping, how are you going to know what works and what works and what don't work? So you've probably heard of my process to art: account for it, review it, and tweak it. So you have to account for everything in your business, right? So that means you calculate everything, you take an account for it. So if you know you have XYZ products in inventory, you accounted for the amount of inventory that you have. If you spent $50,000 on Facebook ads, you've accounted for that $50,000 in Facebook ads. If you've tested 3 different products, you've accounted for it, right? So now you have to say, okay, I did the work. Now let me go and review it. Let me go and review what I did. So that means taking a step back and looking at what happened, what worked, what didn't work, why didn't it work, what did I do, what didn't I do, how could I improve, right? And then last but not least, you want to go and tweak it. So after you review it, you have your main points. You have your mistakes, you have your errors. Now tweak your process, tweak that product, tweak that service, tweak whatever that we are accounting for. So without your bookkeeping, how do you really know what to tweak and what's really working in your business? See, remember, marketing is transferred into dollars. So for every time you do a marketing campaign or every time you do a launch, that should be transferred into dollars, meaning new sales, new clients, right? If that doesn't happen, how do you account for the loss? If that does happen, how do you account for the return on your investment, right? How do you? Your bookkeeping. That is the only way. So, like, for example, this will be officially, I think, the first full year. No. This will be actually the 3rd year. It's actually 3rd year that me and my firm have actually been servicing quite a bit of online entrepreneurs. And the good part about it this year, a lot of us, this will be the first time that they don't have to go and create Excel spreadsheets and go through their bank statements so they can find their expenses and everything else. This is more than likely their first year where they may go into their accounting spreadsheets with my company, make a few changes in there, tell me what a few things are, and, send me their paperwork and their taxes are done. So bookkeeping also just streamlines the whole financial process of your business. So many businesses are wondering why they're struggling financially. Have you even streamlined your process? Have you even sat down and said, okay, how am I going to be acquiring money? How am I going to be spending money? How is the money, how am I going to collect it? What are my payment terms? What are the terms of my conditions? This, and that, everything else. How? Right? That's through your bookkeeping. So if you're wondering why every year it's difficult for you to get your financials in order or to file your taxes, or it just seems like you're having a hard time, right? Then guess what? I know you're not doing your bookkeeping. I know it. Like, honestly, I can see the look in a lot of people's eyes when I come around, because they know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And guess what? They know that it's going to hurt their business in the long run. So let's be honest. I can give you maybe a 15,000-page dissertation as to why bookkeeping is required in entrepreneurship. But we're not going to do that tonight on Rip Radio Network, okay? We're not going to do that tonight. But just notice before we go into segment 2, just notice if you're not doing bookkeeping, what are you doing? If you're not tracking your business money and tracking what's going in and what's going out of your business, well, what are you doing? That means you're playing games. That means you're not taking this stuff serious. That means that you don't really know how to be successful in business. That means you don't even know the core language of business. That means, like, let's really be honest. That means that you really don't want your business to get to the next level. If you're not willing to either pay to have me do your bookkeeping, sacrifice a little $300-400 a month, small money, right? Or you go and try to learn what I know, which cost me $100,000 in student loans, and try to do it yourself. And everything I learned, I still ain't get it from school. So you talk about $200,000 in debt to get my brain. Actually, even more than that, not counting my coaches. So to be honest with you guys, the average business owner is failing due to them not doing their bookkeeping. If you all just, instead of, every Sunday doing only your self-care, only taking care of your physical, can we start taking care of our businesses too? You have to look at your business money the same way your doctor look at you, through a lens, through a scope, through lights, through scanners and all of that stuff, right? You have to look at your business with the same scope and ask yourself, is my business healthy? Is there a viable chance that this stuff might work? Is my business going to allow me to retire in 20 years? Will Amazon end up stomping on my business? Will TurboTax start stomping on my business? Will competition stomp on it? Like, are we really doing what's required of us as entrepreneurs? And that's staying on top of how the economy, your competition, and everything affects your bottom line. And the only way you can do that is by making sure you have your numbers. So guys, if you don't want to go and do your bookkeeping, outsource it. Get on my calendar. Message me. Inbox me if you don't want to do it yourself. But it's detrimental not to do it. You won't be able to beat the IRS audit. You're actually going to make your life even much more difficult. And let me give you an example, and then we're going to go right to segment 2. So my 4-year-old, my 7-year-old been lying like crazy, y'all. And so I realized, I can't even beat her no more. I'm going to have to figure out another way to make her feel some type of pain. And so she lies now and she takes the easy route out of things, right? So I said, I'm going to go ahead on and make her start to do push-ups and stuff. Every time I feel like she's taking a shortcut, and every time she wants to lie and cheat and steal. Well, she's not lying. She's not cheating and stealing, but I'm just being dramatic. She's lying, right? Okay. So when she takes the easy route out, that means not doing her bookkeeping, which is you. So in a 7-year-old life, the easy route out is hiding clothes you were supposed to be putting away, throwing shoes under the bed that you were supposed to be putting away, hiding stuff, you know what I mean? Or not doing your homework, and we finding out 2 days later, right? Trying to avoid things. And so what I want you guys to understand from this analogy or whatever that I'm trying to show you, or this example, is that if my 7-year-old would have just took the extra 5 minutes to say, mommy want me to put away Bryce's clothes. Let me not throw it somewhere. Let me just fold it up. This is only 4 shirts left. I can hold on for 1 more minute with 4 shirts left, right? Let me go ahead on and just fold these 4 shirts up, and life will be easier. But many of you entrepreneurs are just like my 7-year-old, and I'm not trying to be offensive, just listen. It is not that hard to come up with $400 to pay me every month to do your bookkeeping. Let's be honest. You spend that every weekend. You spend $100 every weekend. That's my money, okay? Or it's not that hard to learn just the absolute basics of doing it, because as a business owner, you still need to know something, right? I would rather for you guys, like my daughter, to take the extra 5 minutes to either figure out how to make my money so you can pay me, or learn the basics so you can maintain it until you to pay me, instead of not doing it at all. And so her taking a shortcut and lying gets her to now be in pain. Her arms hurt. Her abs hurt. She don't sleep peacefully because her bones are aching. She told my mom my stomach hurt. I just laugh, right? And then your pain is going to be when you get a notice from IRS. Your pain is going to be when you go look at your business bank account and it's no more money there. Your pain is going to be there where you don't even have the data or the financial statements prepared to be able to go and present your business to an investor, or to go and present your business to the bank so you can get a loan, or to be able to get an SBA certification, or to be able to apply for a government grant. Your financial statements is just like my daughter's clothes. They have to be done, and her clothes need to be put away. It's easier if you do it right the first time, and it's going to cost you so much less pain and misery and thousands of dollars less if you decide to do it right the first time. Everybody doesn't get a second and third chance. Some people only get that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And what if your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity come your way and you didn't put away your clothes? So what happens to your next movement? What happens to your next step in your life? What happens? So guys, we about to take a quick break. Share the live stream if you're watching us on live. If you're on ripradionetwork.com, go ahead and share with a friend as well. And give me a call, 301-232-5700. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to look, that happens. Look, so guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Money Zone, guys. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant. Guys, don't forget, go ahead on and subscribe to my mailing list, bit.ly/Folasade TV, bit.ly/Folasade TV. Also, don't forget, we're going to try and do it again. I'm not going to try. We're going to succeed this time. No technical difficulties. I'm going to talk about all the intricacies and why. I'm going to go doing a deep dive as to why entrepreneurs need accounting, why entrepreneurs need bookkeeping. Through my web series, we're going to try it again. April 22 through the 26th, guys. 4 days, 4 parts. We're talking about from the beginning phase, the startup phase, from the management phase to the growth phase, and then to the continuity phase or closure phase of your business. If you don't know, you need an accountant for every phase of your business. I don't care if you don't hire me year round or from death do us part, right? Like I'm married to you, but you will need me every quarter, maybe every year for the lifetime of your business. And I'll save you more money by being full-time. And you'll get things done and achieve your goals much faster. But you guys can continue to try to wing it. So guys, part 2. I'm like so flipping excited. Remember I said coming in, look, this 2 weeks left into the first quarter. If you are not preparing for your second quarter, you behind, Captain. Like, I already then started planning on what my life looked like after tax season, what our business going to be doing. Look, we already got the web series coming back out right after tax season. What are you going to be doing for second quarter? What are your plans, okay? What do you need to be doing in your businesses, in your accounting, in your finances, right? So you can go ahead and have an amazing second quarter. So guys, if you're driving, you may want to come back and tune in later and take some notes. If you are on live stream watching this or on the radio, I say on the radio, if you're on the website or anywhere else, you want to go ahead on and take out your pen and your paper. Because we're going to talk about a few things that if I were you, which I'm going to be doing, okay, right? That, okay, guess what? You may want to do too as a business person. So first things first, guys, you want to start reviewing the data from the first quarter. So remember, we talked about if you don't have accounting data, that means you don't have a way to really look at seeing what services brought in what services brought how much money in, and what products are making a lot of money, what isn't, where the money is going. If you don't have your bookkeeping, then you can't do number 1 part. So that means I'm going to kill your business, like literally, because I have the data and I have the perseverance or, the hustle. So if you would have put me and you on the same line on the 100 meter track, I'm going to get to the 100 meters faster than you because I already have the data, straight up. Okay, so the first thing that I will end up doing is getting some type of data. If you don't have data, give me a call the office or something, 202-618-1297. Call my office or something so we can try to figure out how to get you the data, get you your bookkeeping stuff so you can start really looking at the numbers. But this is what you want to do. You want to take a step back and say, what worked? What didn't work? So if you're not writing stuff down and evaluating things, that means you're winging this business stuff. And I'm laughing at you right now. You winging this. You can't wing this. If you don't have a pad and a journal with you, taking notes and keeping track of things and monitoring what's happening, you plan business. You need to leave, close the door, hand over the keys and move on. Because what's going to happen is when it's time for you to sit down and make CEO level decisions, you're not going to be ready because you didn't take notes throughout the ride. You didn't feel the breeze when we were riding countryside, right? You didn't feel the breeze. You didn't put your hair out and let your wig fly, okay? You didn't. So you don't have the tools. You don't have what you need to be able to build and be a successful CEO and make strategic decisions, okay? First things first, go and look at the data. What worked, didn't work? Where did you spend money? Where did it go? And why? Then when you say why did you spend the money? Then we look at, did you achieve the results that you wanted? Did you achieve the results that you wanted? Okay. So the second thing that you want to definitely do, and before, like, you want to do this, so let me look at the calendar. What's today? Today is the 19th, Tuesday 19th. So you want to do this no later than next week, Friday. So you won't have 2 days of data. That's fine. That's not a lot. You want to go ahead on and look at your numbers preliminary right now for March, from January into March. But this is the thing. On the 29th, before the 31st, you should have already mapped out what your April, May, and June life look like. And if you don't, what happens is you are being reactive to what the universe is saying you are capable of doing, what the universe is saying that you should be doing. When we proactively plan and set goals, right, we are taking control. Now, everything is not going to work out, right? But we are literally taking control over the results that we want to achieve. So the moment that you guys say, I'm going into first quarter, I'm going into second quarter, without evaluating my data, without taking notes and seeing what worked in first quarter, what didn't work, what was successful, what wasn't successful, we're basically telling the universe, I'll take what you give me. And if you don't even like when your husband say here, or your wife say here, and it's not what you really want, then come on now. Why would you allow the universe to give you what you really don't want, which is a broke down business, which is a broken business, or a business that's not making any money in second quarter? Like, let's be honest. If you want to be successful in second quarter, number one, look at the data, okay? And then also go and write things down and plan and set goals so you can be in control. And then another thing, number three, I'm seeing a consistent pattern between entrepreneurs where there's no type of schedule. There's no structure. There's no discipline. So we're going to go back to my 7-year-old. Here we go. See, I noticed something. As I've been building my business, only so much I can teach entrepreneurs if I don't start from the surface. So, all right, we're going back to the 7-year-old. So now I've been telling my 7-year-old that if you're not disciplined, you won't achieve the results you want, because you're going to get distracted easily. You're going to lose focus. You're going to basically go off track. You're not going to be able to be consistent, and you will lack some form of perseverance. So my thing now is I have to get 100% discipline, and I've already have that discipline, but on a whole nother level where every 30 minutes of my life is completely blotted out. And I told one of my clients to do this now. They're working on this now. My whole life is completely blotted out, from family time to driving to the studio to getting dressed to eating my breakfast. Like, literally my whole life is mapped out on my Google Calendar. And the reason for that is because if I am not structured, then how do I expect to do so much in such a short period of time? I'm going to repeat that. If I don't have structure, and then I'm going to add, if I don't have discipline to maintain that structure, how would I be able to achieve the results and to be able to perform on a high level and to become the multimillionaire that I'm destined to be without having a strong form of discipline and structure? How is that possible, Sway? The more money and the more success you have, the more responsibility that you have. So that means I can't be the friend that gets drunk. Me and Papa went out on Saturday, right? And me and my husband is real disciplined. Like, my husband is like disciplined on like 1,000. Like, he is like, Sade, I just don't like that this job is just calling me random hours like this. I just like to keep my exact schedule, right? Like, he's like that, like military scheduling, right? And so me and Papa had our little date night on Saturday. And, you know, we had our little drinks. Everybody in the club getting tips and, right? That's what we were doing, right? I could have did it like a up-to-date song, right? But that's the one that came to my mind, y'all. Like, that's the song that came to my mind. So we partying or whatever. We had our few drinks and we had a blast. And guess what? Because we had a good time on Saturday, my schedule got completely off. I didn't do my meal prep on Saturday. I did my grocery shopping and stuff, so that was good. I didn't plan out my meals. I didn't have all the kids' clothes washed. It's just like my whole schedule was completely chaotic, right? And so I realized that I can go out and club once in a blue moon. I can go out and be completely off schedule and lack discipline and focus and structure. But for me to achieve the success that I want, I can't wake up feeling tired. I can't wake up feeling drunk or hangover. Like, I feel miserable. Me and my husband both, he was like, Sade, you good? I'm like, yeah, Papa, but I need he's like, me too. Like, but we wasn't like drunk, but we was, a little, tipsy or whatever. But the end result was that I and you, all of us, we cannot do what regular everyday folks do. Yeah, we need to let our hair down, but we have to be careful at what cost are we going to allow to let our hair down. Are we going to allow that to become a distraction? Or is that going to just be a form of relaxation and fun and self-care? My thing, self-care, but once every month, maybe once every 2-3 weeks, or every quarter. How often do I go out? Maybe like once every 6 months? Maybe not even that long. Because every time I go out, I got to set another standard. So now I don't want to drive to the club. I have to have my driver, not a Uber driver. And I was telling my sister that. I was like, sister, I don't really want to drive anymore because I have too much to lose. I can't get a DUI. You know what I mean? My husband can't get a DUI. We got too much to lose. So with that, I can't go out and be regular like everybody else because we have too much to lose. So as an entrepreneur, are you being as disciplined as your future life requires you to be? Are you setting up different systems and different people in place to make sure that you're able to maintain the structures and the disciplines and the accountability that you guys need? And so if you want to achieve massive success going into second quarter, I advise you to get the structure, get the discipline, and get the accountability that your business and you need to take your businesses to the next level. So remember, number one was look at the numbers. Take some notes. Go through my process. ART, account, review, tweak. Look at everything that happened in the first quarter, okay? And if you really good, let's go and look at the data from last year first quarter and last year's second quarter so we can compare the market space and everything else. But because you're a small business and you ain't ready for this big business thing, you're confused. You're like, what do you mean, Folasade? And if you're confused watching me right now, that means you don't understand the basic language, the basic fundamentals of business. And if you don't understand the importance of why you need your bookkeeping, after we talked about this in segment 1, then that means you're in this in hopes of it working. You're not going into it making sure it's going to work. If you're not understanding that it requires you to perform on a high level and to have the data and to have the discipline and have the structure and everything else that comes with the life, right? Then that means you're not serious. You might just be in it for the limelight. And remember the TV shows and the magazines, remember that's 1 or 3 or 4 hours out your day, 5 hours out your day. What does the rest of your day look like? What does the rest of your life look like? So guys, we're about to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Sorry, I normally kind of lead into it. My brain, I'm like, guys, look, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. Look, like I said, every time I come here on Rip Radio Network, I get excited because I know we're one step closer to achieving my goals, and that's touching the masses' finances. My goal is to bring financial freedom to the millions of businesses and the millions of small businesses that's out here. And I just want to leave you guys with a quick note before we head out for this evening, is to let you guys know that if you don't do your numbers today, you're actually setting yourself up to miss opportunities tomorrow. You know how you see all of these memes online saying procrastination killed Johnny or procrastination killed a lot of dreams. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not just procrastination. It's the IRS and their accounting. Like, if I can really take a step back and look at how many individuals called my office and needed me to do MBE for them and needed to get their books cleaned up so they can go ahead and apply for the SBA until this day, because I follow up with them rigorously, or to be honest with you, I'm doing some of their taxes. They are stuck in their businesses. They're stuck in their businesses because they decided to do their accounting on their own for so many years, and it's all fucked up. It is so fucked up that it's going to cost them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get it cleaned up so they can become an MBE, so they can become an SBA, a 8A certified company, so they can be able to get the investor. The money is so much they cannot afford it. So just imagine paying me $5,000 per year to do your bookkeeping, and you fucked up for 4 years. That's 20 G's, man. Do you have 20 G's to drop on the table? Actually, it's a little bit more than that because of the expediting fee, the last minute, the conversion of the, and because everything has to be almost 100% manual, it's going to cost you around $27,000 to get 4 years of bookkeeping done to position you to be able to get to the millions. But you guys tell me that accounting is not important during the first phase of your business, and I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you it's imperative, because accounting killed more dreams, and they're killing yours right now, and I know it. They're killing your buddies right now, and you know it. It's killing your business bank account right now, and you know it, and it's killing your dreams, and you know it. But you chose to wing accounting. You chose to follow in this death pattern, this death generational curse from black culture saying we don't need accounting, we can do that shit later. That's why the fuck we're failing now. This is why our businesses are failing now. This is why we have a high turnover. This is why we can't find employees. This is why we can't get contracts. And it ain't because of fucking race. We ain't doing what we're supposed to be doing internally. And we're expecting somebody to help us externally, but we can't give them the data that they need to be able to help us. And that's your accounting. So if you think your procrastination is killing you, I guarantee you in 1 year, 6 months, 3 years, 2 years from today, your accounting is going to kill more dreams than procrastination ever did. So guys, I can have a whole topic about that one, right? But we're not. Because it's time for you to figure it out. Either you want to own a business and be successful, or you don't. The choice is yours. Successful business on the right, broke business on the left. Successful businesses have accountants, financial statements, bookkeeping, taxes are done, their stuff is filed. Broken business, failing businesses don't file their taxes. They owe everybody. They don't got their stuff in order, and the list goes on and on and on and on. The choice is yours. You want to swipe right or swipe left. Think about that, and we'll talk about that next week, because I think that I'm not having a show next week. We'll talk about that the first week of April. If you don't do what I asked you to do, remember I asked you to go look at the data, review everything, and we're going to come and talk about what you learned about your business in April. So guys, don't forget, I'm Folasade, the accountability accountant. I had an amazing fun time tonight with you guys on Rip Radio Network. Don't forget, if you guys have any questions, if you're out there struggling with your businesses, if you need help, just give me a call, 301-232-5700. Guys, let me be honest. I didn't wing my business. If I knew somebody that I want to reach out to, I will email them. If I had questions and I was in public, I will ask them. If a coach was out of my reach and I needed to get to them, I'm going to get to them. You guys are too scared. Give me a call, 301-232-5700. I'll see you guys the first week of April. All right? Have an amazing night. Bye, guys.